I was going to be reviewing something else tonight. I was ready, man. I was ready to go to the movie, pay my own money to see it. To come in here and review that, maybe another film too, maybe two of them. I was just, do my job. And as I was about to get out of bed, I heard, and I was like, oh shit, are they here?
Seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man.
Which is why I will never require you to stand in line at dtmerch.com. Classic black tee with that white logo? No, man, you want your stew now. Never stand in line for that stew part right there. You won't even have time to use that phone. Things are going to move so fast. Remember the gift of choice. We never want you to stand in line to get toasty goodness all over your body either. That's why we've made it easy for you to subscribe to doubletoasted.com. And that's the way that we actually get by. We're going to be at the Adelaide Hall. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6. When you get in there, you're going to have a good long night of comedy, games, and music. Don't scare me like this. One of the editors called me and they're like, hey, man, have you checked your phone? I was like, what? It's like, I was like, man, you're probably getting all kind of calls right now. I was like, oh shit. Felix is back. I said, somebody did something to mess up on the site. Somebody wrote something.
That's usually the call.
Somebody wrote a blog post. Somebody set the studio on fire. Somebody said something stupid on Facebook. I was like, oh Jesus, man, what's going on? What's happening? They're like, Avengers are here. I was like, you should have seen me. I woke my wife up. I hung up on the person who was talking on my phone.
Rude.
And just played it. And I've been glued to a screen all day long. I've either been looking at my laptop or my phone. I've been cooking, sunbathing, and shitting. And every one of those activities, the Avengers have been there with me. Dan, I was exaggerating earlier, but I watched this trailer damn near 20 times today.
Damn, dude.
I studied it. I said, because I told Martin, I said, look, man, it's that last stretch that's the hardest. I said, if you're gonna be playing with my balls this short of time doing this movie, if you're gonna tease me, they said official trailer. No, you teasing. If you're gonna tease me this short amount of time before the movie comes out, that's the hardest wait. I went in there and I studied it and I just made my own movie.
So how can this one live up to what you've already come up with?
Well, that's the challenge, isn't it? I said, you know what?
I feel like when this is over, I'm gonna have to get some action figures and film this story that you have in your head.
That's how
to make you happy.
That's I said if somebody can do it, Marvel can. I'm just kind of making. I'm putting all the clues together, and I'm kind of making some strong predictions about how this movie is gonna play out. Because when you watch it, there are so many clues and things that they drop. My wife came in. I was at that board with a cigarette in my hand, string connected all around the house, formulas.
She's like, hey, Corey, not now!
Don't touch me! Shut up! I was so close. Now before that, we're going to actually, react to the trailer. Just what kind of raw emotions were had watching this, and then I'm gonna go in deeper and try to put together what I think how I think this movie will play out.
Okay.
If nothing else, and I'll say this again later, if nothing else, it's a good what if scenario.
Okay.
And I did this on the phone. I was with one of the editors, this Irish dude. His wife had to make him get off the phone. Her in the background, go to bed.
She take the whiskey out of his hand.
Yeah, we was on the phone all day, just looking at clues and shit. No, but what about this, man? Nah, let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. They say the official trailer, really trailer number 2 for Avengers Endgame.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
And the thing when you watch this is that it's a very emotional trailer too. For a superhero movie at its climax, it's a very emotional trailer too. I mean, if it wasn't so emotional, I'd say, shit! Boy! 20 times today! I watched this 2.5 minutes, and I'm scrolling through that and seeing just something new and connecting things every time. Now that's how you do a trailer right there. You leave so much out, but present enough for people, like I said, like me, where you so obsessed, you just start making up shit.
They're reminding you like, hey, remember where we came from. Remember this? Remember this?
Oh man, they let you know real quick. Your ass put 10 years.
Right? He's like, yeah, I remember when I had to escape from that cave in the desert.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I was there with you.
Yeah, man. Shit, what you mean you? We escaped from that goddamn cave. What you talking about? You know, they trying to like do a nice scrapbook thing. Hey, y'all, you remember when Iron Man was in that cave? Oh, you remember Thor when he was...
You remember when Cap was little?
Yeah, remember when Cap was skinny? You remember when Thor had a perm? You know? But all that is to remind you, this not for nostalgia, just to remind you, your ass is invested in this. They're trying to like psych you out. Like they making you think, man, I put so much time in this, I cannot dislike this.
Well, it's like when you hear somebody talking about a football team and they're all like, nah, man, we gotta do better this year.
Yeah.
We gotta build up our defense and we gotta catch and make those points. And like, you ain't part of that team.
No. But I see how they feel now. I'm part of this team. Yeah, man. Martin, you know what we got to do this movie, man. We got it.
We can't go down like this.
Now, Martin, I'm on Monday morning quarterback. Martin, next time, because this is after Infinity War. I remember talking about like Martin. Now, no, we got to do now. We got to like get some stones and travel back in time. We probably got to get Ant-Man and go to the quantum realm. And you know, once we do all that and we take the glove away from Thanos, man, we score a touchdown. Yeah, you were with Tony when you came out of that cave and you saw him become Iron Man. You then not only that, but that was, you know, there are other things there too. You saw how he became not Iron Man, but just a man. You know, he used to be nothing but about Tony Stark, man.
Right. He learned to care for others.
He cared about money and ass and robots. That's about it. But then,
in that order.
But it was almost like we got to see him become the Tin Man. Pepper Pops. He was popping something. Pepper Potts. She gave him that heart. He became a hero that he never thought he was, man. Captain America, man. We were there when he was just a scrawny little kid, but his patriotism was stronger than anybody else out there. You know what? I love the way that poster just rubbed it in.
I know.
You can't, man.
You must be this high to join the army.
But even moments with not even from the first Captain America movie, they're right off nostalgia, man. Not only when these people were who they were before, but moments in their life when he had to Peggy Carter, when he had to bury her, man.
Right.
You know, we've gone through these moments with them that were not just heroic, but very emotional for them too, very personal moments. Same thing with Thor, man. You know, Thor. We got to see Thor when Thor was
back when Asgard was in its full glory.
Oh, it's in its full glory, and actually,
his father was alive. He's lost everybody.
He's lost, and that's, you know, they show us how much he's lost, and also, you know, he was you know, back when he was a god, but soon became a god that was humbled. Daddy whooped that ass. Give me that goddamn hammer. I'm gonna beat your ass with it. Come here. I told you.
How many times did I have to tell you?
Fucking with them earthlings, you hear me? But then he learned how to value more. He learned to value others above himself. You know, again, these are personal moments. These are growing moments. Meanwhile, man, Hulk said I did some shit too.
He wandered the earth.
Yeah. They said, yeah. Well, you know, go talk to Universal about that. They said,
I know. We can't do nothing for you.
We can do about that. It's great looking at the nostalgia of this, man. Like I said, all made the better by the dramatic tone that they've done here. You know, as if it wasn't enough to. You know, because all this is about, it's not about the heroics. It's about the journey and the loss that these people have had at the end of that journey. You know, they show you the journey, then they show you the loss that these people are having. All, you know, the friends and family that they've lost. You know, it's and all that makes you. The movie ain't even out yet, and you already missing this. You know, it was something like you. I mean, it's really just showing you that through all this time that you've been through these people, everything has to end, man. And
true. This collective loss of losing friends,
yeah.
It's almost for them. It's like, okay, this one can't stand. These others, I took it. I can't take it no more.
Yeah.
Something must be done.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, exactly. It's been a great thing what they've done bringing it to this point, and this trailer really gives you that moment where it's like, well, look, we all know it's gonna work out all right, but every heavy heart that's in this film, you feel. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. And it took a while for us to get used to it, but that Avengers theme is right up there with some of the greatest superhero themes ever. Damn, I know that clip is that long. Are y'all gonna stop?
Hey, get a Charlie horse over there.
Yeah. With every movie, it seems to have gotten more like more majestic.
Oh yeah. I mean, now they got the Kodo drums in it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true because, and it's really, it says something about the humble beginnings that they went through. I mean, when Avengers were opened up for 9 Inch Nails. Together now,
Go Power Rangers.
Yeah, humble beginnings, man. That's what they didn't know the theme that they had, and that's the thing, man. They know how to end these trailers here. They know, like we had that one before that had Ant-Man, the first Endgame trailer that came out, and it was kind of humorous, man. And now with this one, I love this. To me, this is the Captain Marvel that I wanted.
Yes.
From that movie.
Yeah, for real.
When we're talking about the part where Thor shows up, trying to step up to Captain Marvel.
I like this one.
She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll beat your ass. You like me, dislike me. All I know is the next time a hammer comes swishing by my head, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. I love that, man. The way that's set up, right? The way that's set up right there, that leaves you through. This is the hopeful moment. It was like that other trailer, man, when it was like all gray and dire, and they ended it with a bit of hope. And with this, that smile says everything right there, man. This is the one to get you excited. When you look at the trailer, you see already some things like big moments here, especially near the end of the trailer, where when they all have on their suits and they're walking, and one of the people that you see is Tony Stark.
Oh, I actually missed that he was there. Okay.
Yeah, Tony is there. So a lot of people are mad because they're like, well, spoiler, I guess he got off the ship. And I was like, come on, what you think he's going to spend a whole movie?
Yeah, no. It's like you're going to have the character who started all this off and who was in almost all the movies and have him just die out in space.
Yeah, what you think he's just going to be floating through the whole film? Of course he got out. But there are parts in the trailer that you might be able to go in and look at and think like, okay, what does this mean when you hear that some of this takes place before the movie? Like the part where Scott Lang, Ant-Man, when he's running and hopping on things, is that later in the movie or is that, I'm having on you. Part where Martin Thomas just looked at the screen. No, right here where Ant-Man is hopping on a pencil and jumping over things, is that near the beginning of the movie? He's, the first 20 or 30 minutes, he's escaping the quantum realm?
I don't know, because what comes right before it, or maybe it was right after. I think right before it is the shot that I was like, okay, this is where I get my chills, and it looks like they're in the same place.
Let me see the shot that you're talking about.
Yeah, it is.
That
That's
one
right there. That right there.
What now? Why does that give you chills right there?
He's got the full uniform on. Face is all dirty. That look of determination. He's about to get all up in somebody's ass.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got his shield back and tightened it on like, all right, this is it, motherfucker.
Yeah, we don't even know who he's looking at, but I feel sorry for him. And on top of that, it's not just the look, but I'm thinking like, I ain't never seen somebody cock a shield,
right?
Like a gun. that shit's about to go up somebody's ass right now. But also they show you characters and they're hard characters to kind of see working fully with with certain parts of this world. But I like that shot with Rocket right there. He's about to whoop somebody's ass right now. him and Warhammer right there.
War Machine.
War Machine. What Warhammer? That's a game, but him and War Machine, man, together. That is a badass shot.
It is.
Well, what they're about to do in that shot right there, if you look at it, those aren't regular Avengers suits.
Right.
Those are quantum realm suits. That they're wearing. So it looks like they're all about to head to the quantum realm right now.
Oh, okay.
Which will play into something that I think is going to happen later. He's just gotten out of the quantum realm. I'm sure that's a time jump, and he does not know what happened. You know, he's looking around. He sees all the missing people.
Yeah.
He's confused. This is obviously before he meets or finds Captain America and the other remaining Avengers, Black Widow and all those guys, you know. So that's I would dare say that is within the first 20 minutes or 30 minutes of the film.
That makes sense.
I like
Wow.
that.
And, you know, he's been sort of a not quasi comedy relief character, but if they got to go into the quantum realm, then he has to take the lead.
That plays big into this, man. He's been that one that like you said, it's comedy relief. He's been the ones that they just call on, you know, call on when they absolutely need him. But you ain't a real Avenger.
He's the last one to get picked for the game.
Yeah, he's on the bench most of the time. But he's going to play a really important part in this, I think. I like that a lot of the trailer really is on Captain America in here. Anything from his most emotional flashbacks to him narrating the trailer, to him giving anything from depressing lines to some inspirational, motivational lines, and so I think that might play into something in the film too. I have a theory. And listen, I know, look, ain't nobody gonna get this right. You can sit around and theorize this all you want to, but damn it, I want this movie now, and I just made up my own.
Okay.
And I went in and tried to fill in the gaps to try to figure out how the story might play out. Now, as I said, it's not gonna be what I'm thinking, but if nothing else, it's a good what-if story, I think.
Okay.
And I spent all day doing this. It took me hours to try to figure this out. And mostly it was because of that goddamn hair.
Yeah, because that's something I kept noticing. Because trying to get the timeline right. All right, I'm like, okay, we last saw her with the short blonde hair. But then we keep seeing her throughout this with the red hair. And at one point, she seemed to have red and blonde intertwined. Blonde.
Well, because it's because the blonde hair has faded. Like if you see right here on the right, her natural has come in, it's grown out, and the blonde is leaving. So there's a progression here, man. You know, her hair is short right here. It's longer here, but still kind of blondish. And here, it's grown out. Right when we thought we would figure out something, we like, oh, but wait a minute, what about that scene? Oh, and they go like, oh, please tell, because somebody would look it up, the guy I was looking at it with. And I tell you, it's James. One of the editors, James, dude in Ireland. We spent all day doing this, and he's like, oh, let me go look at this clip, and we'd be praying, please don't have blonde hair, please don't have fuck. She show up with blonde hair, man. It's the hair. It's all in the hair, though. In Infinity War, she had short blonde hair. So, not to spoil anything for anybody, but when you get into the stinger for Captain Marvel, you see her with her short blonde hair.
Yeah,
like we see that. You also see it in that scene where we have Thor, where Captain Marvel's like, look, I ain't no bitch to fuck with.
I like this one.
And look, there it is, short blonde hair.
Right.
And she's like, you better quit fucking with him. This looks like this is kind of close to the events of Infinity War.
Right.
So moving forward, and I took notes all on this. So moving forward with that, obviously, Captain Marvel shows up very shortly after the events of Infinity War. And then she shows up and she tells everybody, hey, I'm Captain Marvel. I'm Captain Marvel. I don't know you guys, but I'm pretty sure I could beat the shit out of all of you. You know,
and if Nick Fury paged me, this must be important.
And this must be important. And they say, all right, well, you know, and she says, well, what happened? You know, if Nick Fury paged me, where is he, first of all? What's going on? They fill her in on everything.
They say, like, well, this guy Thanos, and she's probably going to go, Thanos? God damn it! What did y'all do?
Either she'll go Thanos or she won't even know who Thanos is.
And she's been flying around the universe.
So
I
you
bet
think,
she knows.
So you think she knows?
Yeah.
So at this point, she's like, of course, that motherfucker. All right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
should have known.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. All right. Where is he? Where is that? She's probably looking all around him. Where is he? Come out. I know you ain't. Where's Thanos at? No one knows where Thanos is at. Or do they? One person does know. Nebula. Nebula knows exactly because the whole time he's been torturing her, he's been snitching on himself. The whole time he's been tearing her apart, messing with her. He's like, and I'm done fucking with you and the rest of the galaxy. I got this whole plot of real estate planned out. And how do we know that she told him that? Well, there was a little thing that came out about a shareholders meeting. This is from Comic Book Review.
Man, you went deep.
Man, I'm telling you, all day. I was at the coffee, cigarettes, dark circle under my eyes.
No.
It's all in the hair. The hair, the fucking hair.
Truth is out there.
Yeah, I went deep with this. There's myself and James, man. There's this shareholders meeting that went on. There was a guy who was at the shareholders meeting, a guy named Scott Ladwig, and he put out this quote that said, talking about Nebula, and this is what he says Nebula said about Thanos. While he was perfecting me, he talked about where he would go when it was all finished. So he's like, our Nebula's like, yeah, I know exactly where that bitch is, and all you got to do is find him. I'm not going with you. Yeah, so, he fucked me up. I don't know,
And when you get there, don't let him know I told you.
Yeah. So she's like, cool, I got this. I'm gone. She flies off. And you know what? This is where, if she leaves, Ant-Man comes in. And Ant-Man's important because when he comes in, that's where we get a clear indication that there's a time jump. Mm-hmm. There's something that the quantum realm has done with time that messes with Scott Lang. And there's a point on the monitor that people pointed it out that there's a different date. But you also hear the character saying, "Is this some old film or something? Because this is outdated here."
This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. Got really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's the front door.
They think that they're looking at something old. It's dated old. That's a conflict. The footage is dated old.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
He comes in and said, yeah, you see him?
Yeah.
So Scott Lang is back. That's hopeful. They don't know what he's going to do, but at least this powerful chick that just showed up, Captain Marvel, a Marvel at the time. This chick Marvel comes in and says, hey, she can beat Thanos. I'm like, well, shit, all right, go ahead, and they're desperate. That's what they want, because in the trailer you can even hear, and they're probably indicating that Captain Marvel is on her way to fight Thanos, and they're thinking like, this has got to work, because that's the only thing, that's our only hope.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
And at that point, he's saying that it has to work. And everybody's seeing Captain Marvel flying off the Thanos. Everybody's desperate. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this bitch. I ain't got no other skills.
What we going to do?
I ain't got my resume ready. So she's traveling so at this point, we're like, okay, that's it, man. This has to work. She goes to Thanos, gets her ass whooped. She gets a couple of punches in. It looks like it's going well, and he beats the shit out of her. So she goes back to Earth and tells everybody, you guys are still alive, and that counts for something, right? So, let's just quit thinking about old shit and just move on. He's powerful because he has the gauntlet.
Okay.
And everything. He has all the power right now. He's unbeatable, which is why it seems hopeless.
Okay.
And he's like, look, I'm on my farm. I ain't fucking with y'all. You better.
You lucky I only killed half.
Yeah. And y'all know I killed a cousin or two y'all don't like. So hey, just go back.
Get me snapping in here.
Yeah. He ain't really the bad guy. He's like, look, on my mind, I did the universe a favor. So, there's nothing y'all can do. Y'all are still alive. I'm not fucking with you. Live your life. Before I take that too. That's probably why you hear Captain America saying, everybody keeps saying it's hopeless. Everybody keeps saying we can't do anything, but we still are able to do something.
I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
And that's the phase where, even though he's hopeful, that's the phase where we got all of them just looking depressed. That's the one where Captain America's going to therapy. He's going and he's trying to get his mind straight. That's where you get things like people just either they're training for when they can do something, or just frustrated. Black Widow just doing target practice all day for nothing. That's when you got your boy out there, Hawkeye, just lost his damn mind. He's Ronin now at this point. He's crazy.
Well, I'm thinking he's lost his family, and he's like, all right, this is all I got to do now.
And maybe that's when that's mid-level, where when Black Widow comes in and says, look, you got to stop this. We got to try to figure out something. There is, we have something to try to fight for still. And that's where you get him, probably because he did lose his family. Captain America's not ready to give up.
He doesn't give up. He could do this all day.
He there you go. And another person, Scott Lang, even though he's comedic, he's probably lost his daughter, and he's like, I don't give a fuck what y'all say, man. I'm not stopping until I've been to the quantum realm. Y'all played with time. I'm dumb as shit, but I'm no scientist, but
I know how to do this.
But I know how to do this. If we could just find a way to get something to bring us back into the quantum realm and go through time, then we could change this. At that point, we can get Captain Marvel. We could call her back. She could confront him when he's not as powerful as he is now. Mm-hmm. We just have to get back in time and change things. Even though he loves his daughter, that's why I'm thinking somewhere along the way, and he's desperate. He's looking around. He's even going to old places that where his mentor Hank Pym used to be.
And Hank Pym dropped in the first Ant-Man.
He dropped
that he worked with Howard Stark and the Avengers.
Yes. So maybe he finds some old schematics, some old information, some books. Or something that he left behind. He doesn't know what to do with this. Captain America's like, look, I'm patriotic and strong, but I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not exactly the brainiest guy in the room either.
Oh wait, Tony's back.
Tony's back, but Tony's he's come back and he's been like, listen, we got our asses handed to us. Let's just my girl's still alive. Shit, my chick is still here. Fuck y'all. I don't know what y'all.
I feel bad for you. Don't get me wrong, but I got something.
He's like, and she could be pregnant, maybe not, but he's like, listen, we got to cut our losses. The universe is half, not gone. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm back. I don't even like your ass. Talking to Captain America.
Right.
He's like, I got her. I'm staying with her. There's no hope. You tried. We failed. Move on.
Yeah, but then somebody would say, oh, so you cool with that kid you brought into this being dead?
Boy, and then they're going to guilt trip his ass. That's what they're going to be like. I got one word for you. Peter.
I don't feel so good.
You're all right.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
Oh, shit. They look at him and be like, Tony, I got 5 words for you. What? I don't feel so good. They'll probably get Rocket. Rocket somewhere living like a old disgruntled hermit. He like this ain't my world. I never fit in anywhere. Now I'm stuck here. I got no friends.
Right.
Everybody's gone. He's like, so he's just somewhere just holed up. This gives him. He's very smart though, tinkering with
Oh, that's
things.
true.
He was in Wakanda. It looks like he might still be in Wakanda, perhaps. So there's a chance that he could be. They could also get Shuri to come in, and they all team together on this building of something to get them in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
They build those suits and they go to the quantum realm. That's where we cut to Thanos. Thanos is probably somewhere, and they time travel. They do all kind of things. They work, they time travel, they go back. Meanwhile, Thanos just sitting around, probably got a joint in his mouth, hanging out.
Cooking rutabagas.
Yeah. Probably slightly feels like shit for throwing his kid off of a cliff. No, Daddy, I'll be good. No, Daddy, no! She was talking all that shit before.
Boy, she was talking shit.
Thanos is sitting around feeling depressed, smoking and shit, and he looks down he's like, I ain't got no friends. All I got is my weed and my glove. And he looks down at his glove and he's like, what the fuck? And one of those stones just starts disappearing.
Oh.
They've changed time somehow, some way. And that's when he knows something is wrong and they're coming for him. At that moment, we speed up. You know, you go through your typical action stuff, some storylines, maybe some characters come in that we don't know. But near the end, they use the gauntlet against him. It's even hinted in the comics. Captain America at one point had the gauntlet.
Right.
But to really do things, to really reverse time and make things get to where it needs to be, somebody's got to die. Yeah, and it's going to be him and Iron Man working together, with a whole lot of energy and power they can't handle. Captain America's going to be like, I love you, and push him away, whatever, get out. He goes like, he's like, I got this. I'll be the sacrifice.
Yeah, it's going to be a sacrifice.
He sacrifices himself. Captain America, even though we see him, he's powerful with the gauntlet, even though he's going to save the day, we're going to get that moment that we thought we had with Infinity War. He's dead. At this point, he's gone.
Maybe he uses the gauntlet to destroy itself, and he's killed in the explosion.
And maybe he's killed in the explosion. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Thanos does not kill him. No, it's the force of whatever he's using that's going to kill him. At that point, things are brought back to normal. And Iron Man is still alive. He just doesn't come into play that much now. He's kind of a mentor to Peter every now and then, or comes into the, if they need a question from him or something, he's on somebody's screen or whatever. He's not gone, but Captain America is. Maybe there's a point where Captain America, where we see him in happier times. Not here, of course, but we see him in happier times.
Oh, he goes into some kind of heaven where it's him and Peggy Carter.
Or maybe, here's the deal. If him and Peggy Carter, I'm just thinking, like, if Peggy Carter, if he goes back in time and they play with time and he never even fell into the ice, he's remained in happier times where he is.
Oh, ooh.
And that's the bittersweet thing.
Oh,
We don't get the Captain America that we have today, but he lived out his life at a time where he was suited to live with somebody that he loved.
Right.
Yeah, they finally have that dance. Yeah, man.
He gets laid.
Yeah, man. He gets laid. And that's the end. Captain America's the one that made the sacrifice. Tony's not a big part of it. And that is when, and here's the capper right here, man. That is when we've known her as Marvel. She takes on the mantle of Captain after somebody that she cares about.
Okay.
And so that's when, because we never called her Captain Marvel. With Captain America gone, she's Captain Marvel.
We didn't
now.
even call her Marvel.
They called it. They didn't call her anything, but maybe she said, she admired Marvel.
Yeah.
She admired Captain America. She
Okay.
takes on those two big monikers in that title.
Okay.
Captain Marvel, and that's where we move on to our next phase.
Wow, bravo.
The end. Thank you. She's the captain now. I'm probably missing some things here. I put that together as.
Well, there's got to be a place for Doctor Strange to play a role in this.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, I haven't got everything down, but you're gonna see characters play their roles. All these characters that we don't see here, everybody's gonna play a role. Everybody's gonna do something big.
Yeah.
You just don't see it there. I'm just putting together the bare bones from what I see in this trailer right here. So we'll see. Did you like the video? I know she did. Look at it. She's laughing already. And if you liked it as much as she did, please hit the subscribe button. And also check us out at our main site, doubletoasted.com. Over there, you'll find a longer form version of this video, along with the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at dtmerch.com. And remember to, what, baby? Stay toasty, y'all.